Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday at 8:15. It's been raining for the last month, I feel like, so I haven't gotten to play with the car much. Do have one new part installed, and then today we're going to tackle the radio that I've been talking about doing for a while, just kind of put on the back burner. So I'll show you kind of where we're at, and I'll show you our new part. All right, so this is our new addition under the hood. I went with a carbon fiber cover. Just kind of adds a little something extra to the motor. So nothing huge, just slips on, but I think it looks cool. Onto the radio. All right, guys, so if you remember when we first got the car, the radio wasn't working at all, wouldn't get any power. Did a little bit of research. There is a fuse box under here by the gas pedal, and I had to replace the cigar fuse and that actually gave us power to the radio, so I was really happy when that turned on. Turned the car on and then found out that the stations are lower in Japan. I'll show you here in just a second. Alright, so here's our radio powered on, and we've got 80.1. I'm just gonna let this scroll through. So it goes to 89, so it stops at 76 point something. It goes to 89.9 and then 76.0. So we don't have a 76.0 in South Carolina, so we're gonna replace this today. I'm gonna run up to Best Buy, see what I can figure out. I do know that this housing here around the steering wheel has to come off to take the bezel out to actually reach the 2 bolts back here. So yeah, let's have some fun. All right, so first things first, I took off the faceplate and the carbon fiber piece that was kind of hiding this. We're gonna get our first glimpses of our wiring. Maybe if I can get this out. I have pulled back all of the prongs. There we go. Alright, so I guess it doesn't look like an awful job. That's good. It's all labeled. I'm going to get to trying to remove this top part here. Alright, so as I mentioned before, it's still 8:15, maybe 8:30 now. I do plan on doing a doubled in. So I'm thinking if I just snip off this little divider here on both sides, this can come out, and then I won't have to take off my whole dash assembly, or gauge assembly. So I'm going to actually give that a shot. I'm going to take a blade to this little divider here, and hopefully this drops down, and then I have access to all the wiring, and I have the opening ready for the doubled in. Alright, so we're making quick work of this. Probably the right way to do this is to do what I said before, undo all this stuff. But since I planned on cutting these anyhow, it worked perfect. So if you have a single din and you're just trying to get a new setup, open it up, cut these, cut this little divider here. You can slide down your radio. Did look a little further into the wiring. They actually did a really good job. Everything's labeled, everything's soldered, with these little covers over them. So that's promising. So we do have a big hole. To some that may be a step backwards, but I think we're moving right along. We can't go to Best Buy until 10 o'clock. It's now 10 till 9. So if anybody's in the market for a Japanese mini disc Panasonic head unit, just give me a shout. I've never ever seen one of these. I figured I would share. So yeah, I'll check in a few. Alright, so we are back. I ended up getting the JVC. It's a DVD player, CD, Bluetooth, all that fun stuff, touchscreen. And now comes the fun part. This is the harness for the new doubled in, and this is what I'm going to make pretty again. So one by one I'm going to snip these wires, splice them into the new connection. Cross your fingers for me. Alright, so quick update. I have the radio in. Everything is working how it should. Bluetooth, mounted the speaker there to the right of the unit there. You can see that gap at the bottom. I'm going to have to just fabricate something to fill in that gap. The sides are perfect. It's just that about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches on the bottom. Really not all that hard to do. I just had to splice all of the existing wires from the single DIN wiring harness. I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright, so let's put this in accessory mode. And she comes to life. All the Bluetooth works fine. I haven't messed around with the DVD side of things. All of the speakers worked just fine, which I'm really excited about. Haven't really messed around with customizing the unit itself, but I think it turned out really clean looking. Again, alright, sorry about that. I guess my Bluetooth connected and then it kicked onto, it kicked me out of the video. Again, haven't really customized the screen itself, but really happy with how it turned out. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. This is the finished result. Again, still need to fill that little inch gap at the bottom, but very happy. All the speakers work, Bluetooth works. A pretty easy install overall. Took about an hour to take out the old one and maybe a couple hours, mainly because I had to splice all those old wires, but a success. So I'm looking forward to taking it out and actually listening to music on the road. We'll see you next time.